Camera number 151 of 365, and we're back to a fully manual camera, the Halina 35X. It's a small camera, but it's quite a substantial camera in the sense of it's quite hefty in terms of its construction. Presumably is quite predominantly metal. It's a fixed lens viewfinder camera, 35mm. The lens is a Halina anastigmatic or anastigmat 3.5 45mm lens, and it's focused with the outer ring. Now I have to say, and I think reading reviews of others on the internet, they are incredibly stiff, both the focus and the aperture rings. Presumably it's something to do with the lubricant that was used, maybe. But certainly this is incredibly stiff, so you wouldn't want to be moving it around too much, so perhaps that suggests maybe setting up a default setting where infinity, f16, and then just pointing and shooting as you go along. But you can obviously use it totally manually, but it is very stiff, as hopefully I'm trying to show here. And then we are shutter speeds around the ring, so they go from B to 1/200th of a second. And the way the camera is used is that the film has to be advanced, and then the shutter is cocked, and then the shutter release. So we have to wind our film on, cock the shutter, and then we can actuate the shutter button. The rewind crank is on the left there, and then our viewfinder. I don't think there's a diopter there. Again, if it is, it's incredibly stiff. I don't think so somehow. And then to rewind our film, there is a little button. I don't know if you can see that. R, we press that down, that releases the film advance and then allows us to rewind our film back into the canister. To get into the film chamber, we have a locking mechanism which we have to turn, and then we take the whole of the back off the camera, and then we can put our film into it. Very shiny metal. Given its age, it's obviously been looked after before I acquired it. And then to put the film back in, or back on, we don't seem to want to go on that for some reason. Ah, the door. Yes, the door. Yes, the plate. Well, I think of it. Point of interest here. There's a little, not quite sure what you call it really. There's four little points where the back of the cover here, or the plate is secured. One of them is missing, so it tends to move. So I have to be careful that it doesn't scratch the film. There we go, and then we lock the door. Tripod mount is the only other thing on the base of the camera. So there we go, quite a simple, no-nonsense viewfinder camera. And that has been camera number 151 of 365.